Hi, good morning class. Welcome to my next lecture of module 4, that is lecture 9 of module 4. So we have discussed a lot about in all these lectures about your personality, how you can make your personality presentable, what are the things that you have to keep in mind while going for an interview, and if you are giving a session, any kind of session in a crowded area, then what are the things that you have to keep, how you should carry of yourself, what are the things that you have to take into consideration about your dressing sense, what kind of dressing sense you should have if you are going to present yourself in a professionally way. So what kind of attire is important, so and attire should be of that nature that while looking to you the person can easily understand that you are going on a business meeting or you are going on a professional front. So these are the things that we have discussed in this lecture. So now in this lecture we are going to have a discussion on conversation which takes place in real life situation. That means where you meet people, and if you meet people for the first time, then what kind of communication you should take place. Then meeting people during traveling, if you are going for a vacation and during traveling time you can meet an n number of persons, so how you can make them comfortable. Visiting places, then what kind of communication you should carry it out if you are visiting a certain places. Why shopping during traveling, visiting places, why shopping is important. So these are the contents which we are going to discuss in this lecture. Meeting people and traveling. So in this session we are going to have a discussion on when you are meeting people during traveling. So you can meet the people online and offline. If we talk about online, then we can communicate with the help of Twitter, with the help of Facebook, with the help of WhatsApp. So these are some of the applications for meeting the people online. Offline, if you are going to meet the person by visiting to some place, by visiting in a restaurant, or by visiting to any good area. So meeting people means if you want to increase your relationship, if you want to be more social in your working life, then you have to be in a habit of meeting people. So when you meet people, what are the things that you should take care of? So those things we are going to discuss in this lecture. Thought of meeting people. So never be afraid of meeting new people in your life. Always welcome the new people whenever you meet them. So it is when you have a relationship that you are emotionally invested in. So try to keep this thought in your mind whenever you are meeting a person. That means you have a relationship, and emotional relationship which you are going to invest on that personality by meeting him. And if that personality is a genuine personality, then your meeting can convert into a good friendship, and it can be a friendship of everlasting as well. So that means if you are meeting people and if you are trying to build a relationship with that person, then means you are doing a emotional sort of investment to maintain that relationship with that person. Meeting people. Now certain questions that always stuck in our mind, that why do we meet new people? We already have a number of people in our life, then why should we meet and make new friends? It is a common question. Do you enjoy meeting new people? Not everyone enjoy meeting new people. Some people are of reserved nature, that they want to be within themselves only. They don't want to communicate, or they don't want to share anything with anyone. They want to keep everything within themselves. So Some of the people are like that those like meeting new people, making new friends, chatting with them, going with them, enjoying with them. So depending upon the personality of the person, that what kind of personality he is having and what he is thinking psychology regarding meeting the people. What are some good things to ask someone you just met? That means if you met a person for the first time, what are the things that you should ask for? What are some things you should not ask people you just met? That means here two things you have to keep in mind. What are those things which you should ask when you are meeting the person for the first time, and what are the things that you should not go for if you are meeting the people for the first time. Where are some good places to meet people? Where, if you are very fond of making new friends, then what are you should have to take care of those places where you can meet new people. How important are first impressions to you? If you are fond of meeting new people, then how you can give your everlasting impression to those person to whom you are meeting for the first time. How important are first impressions to you? What do you do if you forget the name of someone you have just been introduced to? कभी कभी हमारे साथ होता है कि हम किसी शादी में या किसी फैमिली फंक्शन में जाते हैं, then everybody used to come and give a little bit of introduction. Sometimes it happened that we never used to recall the name of the person. So it happens when you forget the name of the person whom you have met for the first time. So it's a normal process, no need to worry about that. What kind of people do you like to meet? Every person has a taste regarding meeting the person. Every person want to meet that type of person in which some or few qualities are having which that person is having. Suppose you like dancing, you like singing, then you will enjoy the company of those persons who are fond of dancing and singing. So that means whatever qualities you are having, you are trying to find out those qualities in the other person whom you are meeting. Who was the last new person you met and where did you meet him? It's very difficult to recall that who is the last person whom you met and where did you meet him, what are the things that you have a discussion. So it is something important. Have you ever experienced being completely wrong in your first impression? It happens, actually it happens that you have one or the someday you have to experience when your first impression is totally a wrong impression on the other person. और ऐसा अक्सर होता है कि जो आप होते हैं वो लोग समझ नहीं पाते और सिर्फ आपकी एक गलत हरकत से लोग आपको समझ लेते हैं कि दिस इज़ अ मैन हु इज़ कैरिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ पर्सनालिटी. Now, conversation during meeting people. So whenever you are meeting the people for the first time, so these are the conversation that you have to begin with. Hi, hello, what's up, hello. How are you? What are you doing at the moment? What is your job? Which are your plans for the future? What do you do in your free time? What is your favorite color, pet, food, TV show? How old are you? So these are some of the basics question which you have to ask if you are meeting the person for the first time. Asking question is important. Why? Just to make the other person comfortable to whom you are meeting for the first time. Suppose जब एक लड़का और एक लड़की की शादी तय होती है, so they should have a formal meeting. So why that formal meeting is important for both of them? Just to start the process of conversation, just to know a little bit about them. So this is the way that you can start up your conversation if you are meeting the person for the first time. Do people need or do people want to meet other people? Do people need or want social interaction? It is a common question. And how do we know that the person to whom we are meeting, whether he also likes meeting new people, or if we like to be social, then it's not necessary that this other person also like to be social. So every person or every human being has a different kind of perception regarding the different thing. So you have to meet the people and always ready to take their perception as well. Yes, I am single. No, I don't need a significant other to be happy. Some peoples are remain happy within themselves. They don't need any kind of company. They don't want to be dependent on others for their happiness, for their joy. Why? It is not important. If you are happy, then you are happy. There is no need to look to the face of the other person that they will come, then only we can enjoy. You can enjoy alone also. So that means, yes, I want to be single, I enjoy being single, and why should I need someone to celebrate my happiness or to celebrate my joys? Yes, I am in a long distance relationship. No, it is not easy. Yes, it has been worth every moment. So see, the first conversation is the person who love himself, who don't want anybody to make him happy. If he is happy, then he can enjoy alone also. And in the second conversation, you can see the person sorry, the person is dependent on the kind of relationship. He is dependent on a long distance relationship, and which is not very easy to maintain. And it is while spending a moment or hours on that kind of relationship, it becomes worthy as well. Yes, I am single. No, I am not lonely. That means this is a kind of perception to that person who enjoys the company of himself, who don't need a company of any other person to make him happy or to make him feel happy. There is a fundamental drive in human beings to interact with one another. So then why are some people happy being single? So it is not necessary that every people need another people to communicate. If you are happy within yourself, it's okay, no problem. Things to keep in mind. So whenever you are meeting the person for the first time, so you have to keep these things in mind. Erase all assumptions. Assumption means the thoughts that take place in our mind if you are seeing the person for the first time. So just get rid of all those assumptions. Ask questions if you want to know about that personality. So the best way to start the communication with the question, hello, how are you? Make observation. When the moment the person start answering your questions, just observe the personality, observe the body language, the facial expression, the gestures, the eye contact, the tone of the voice, the pitch of the voice. So just try to observe, develop a hypothesis. So when you have observed the person, then you are going to make a hypothesis on behalf of the discussion which have been taken by that person. Test hypothesis. Now you have to test your hypothesis, what you have made on the basis of the conversation. Re-evaluate your hypothesis. When you have tested the hypothesis, during that testing you have find out that some things are right for the person and some things have gone wrong. So you have to reevaluate your hypothesis on those points which have proven wrong. Iterate, conclusion, build your model. So what after the conclusion you can actually build the correct image of the person whom you are meeting for the first time. So after doing all these exercises, it becomes easy for you whether you want to continue with that person, or that is the last meeting with that person. So if you are communicating with any person for the first time, then you have to keep all these things in mind. Meeting people during traveling, it is a very good thing, and I used to enjoy a lot while if I am meeting the new people while traveling. Everybody loves traveling. By traveling to new places, people learn so many things. You meet so many new people and make lot of friends. A good holiday planner knows about best vacation planning ideas and good travel hacks. So when you are meeting people during your traveling session or during your traveling time, then it is a very good process. Why? Because there is an opportunity to meet the new people, to know about the new people, to know about their working culture, to know about their culture, their achievements. It becomes very interesting. So, and it helps a lot if you are planning for a vacation. With the help of those ideas, you can easily plan a good vacation as well. Meeting new people. When you travel, you ought to meet new people and open up to them. Traveling solo makes you talk to new people and make new friends. You learn more about people and life when you share your experiences with other people. For example, you have gone to school for the first time. Everybody are acting as a stranger for you, but slowly you have made your friends, you have maintained a good rapport with your teachers, and whenever you have finished your class or school period, then you have been provided a farewell. That means it is a kind of good gestures that how much time you have spent in the school, then it is a kind of a good memory for the school and for the students as well. Because here in the school you are also meeting the people for the first time. Same if you are going to a college. In the college you follow the same process. You are meeting new teachers, you are meeting new students, you are having a new friends. So on each and every phase of life you are meeting a new person, but you never know that you are doing this exercise on a regular basis. So try to meeting new people and try to communicate them by asking them their views, their ideas, their thought about life, and share your experiences. Impact of meeting people during traveling. So why you should meet new people? When you see other people live their lives differently, you learn more about life and other perspectives. Yes, if you are meeting new people and they are doing something different which you are not in a habit of doing, so at that moment of time your perspective regarding life changes. So that means it helps a lot to make changes on certain things which you have decided that you are not going to follow. But when you meet new people during your traveling period, some thought of your life remain changes for some period of time. Not only you will be more appreciative and thank you for the life you have, it will also help you to get you sympathy for other people. That means if you are well groomed and if you are from a well educated family, well financial, having a good financial background, and if you meet the person who belongs to a very low caste and a very low standard, he is not having a good and healthy financial background, but he is happy in each and every situation. He is happy, he is enjoying life like anything. So why are you not enjoying when you are having everything in life, when you are having enough money, you are having a good job, you are having a good partner? In spite of having everything, you are not enjoying. And if you meet a person who is not having anything from these and he is enjoying the life like anything, so it is a kind of lesson for you that if the person enjoy in this situation, why you are not enjoying when you are having everything in your life? So at that moment of time you will came to realize that no, a person can enjoy in every situation. It is only the perspective or the perception of life. So the moment you change your perception, your thought process, your life will automatically get changed. Breaking the routine. Why traveling is important? Because we become bored of the daily routine which we are following every day. We have to wake up early in the morning, do our household work, get ready for the office, reaches office after hampering, facing a lot of traffic jam, then we will reach office. Then sometimes the mood of the boss is very good, sometimes the mood of the boss is very bad, then we have to face that mood also, mood swings of the boss also. So this is a normal routine that we have to follow on daily basis. So just to break this routine or to come out of the regular routine, or if we want a kind of change in our life, then we have to break routine for a certain period of time. So when you travel, you break your routine and you are in a mood to do new things. When you are tired of the routine, break it and have a nice long vacation. Humans are not meant to live a robotic life, thus the level of depression and anxiety are overwhelming. Doing something totally different will broaden your horizon of reality. So when you are going for a long break or when you are going for a long vacation, so you are in a mood to do something new which you have never done before. You are in a mood to enjoy your life. So everybody needs change in the life. So taking vacation and meeting new people during your traveling period can be fruitful for you, and you can face a nice kind of change after a hectic routine. Learning a new skill. Whenever you meet new people while traveling, so you always learn something new from the places you are visiting and from the person you are meeting. Traveling to new places teaches you many things. If you always want to learn a new language, history, and a new culture, always choose traveling to do these things. If you want to do something unique, then try to develop a habit of visiting new places after a certain period of time, and just involve yourself in knowing the culture of those persons who belong to that area, what kind of working environment they are having, what kind of culture they are having, what kind of family values they are following. So it becomes very interesting if you are fond of traveling. It is a kind of nice break from a busy schedule. Learn about different culture. When you are visiting a new places while traveling, then you can learn about the new culture. When you are visiting to n number of places, the culture they are carrying, what kind of culture that particular country is following, what kind of people are living, what kind of education they are going through, what kind of working environment they are being provided by the company. So there is always something new to know whenever you are traveling. So it is very interesting. If you are in a mood of learning, then you can learn about the different cultures. If you are visiting to the 2 or 3 countries, so every country is having a different culture. So by traveling and meeting new people, you can easily learn about their culture as well. Know each other. That means if you are going to Malaysia and you are meeting new people in Malaysia, then it becomes very easy for you to know the culture. And if you are planning to go after 2 or 3 years, then it will very helpful to you because you already aware of the culture, what kind of people are found in Malaysia, what kind of culture they are having, what kind of things they are doing. So these are the best things, or this is the better opportunity for you to know about each other. Each other here means the person to whom you are meeting in your traveling time. You learn to roll with the things. That means you have to face a certain kind of challenges when you are meeting the new people, or when you are visiting, or when you are traveling to new places. There is a kind of challenge also. So you have to be very mentally prepare yourself. If you are visiting to anything new places, then you should always be ready to accept the working culture and their culture as well. You have to adopt their culture until you are residing in that particular place. So always you have to face the challenges of acceptance wherever you are going. So just take it as a challenge and try to accept and try to grasp all the things which you are seeing for the first time. You learn to face the challenges and work on it, learning how to be calm and not grow frustrated or upset when dealing with problems. You learn some skills to handle this kind of problem. So everywhere you are not going to find out according to your wish. So if you are, sometimes you are taking a hotel and the hotel is not according to your status, so no worries, why you are worried of. Simply at that moment of time you have to be quiet, you have to control your frustration, you have not to be upset while you are dealing with the person, because it is a kind of temporary phase which you have seen. After spending a day or the two, you will become familiar with that hotel room and you are going to enjoy the company of that room in which you are feeling a kind of frustration for the first time. So these are the some kind of challenges that you have to accept when you are visiting places or when you are meeting the new people for the first time. These things you learn when you travel change your lives completely, as the perspective of looking at people, things or situations and make your life better. Plan a trip with best holiday planner and travel the world. So just to break the glass ceiling and you have to come out of your comfort zone, so you have to plan a best holiday trip where you can travel whole around the world, which can change during traveling. You have to come up with certain kind of experiences that can change your life. You will meet a certain people which can change your thought process for the rest of the life. So always try to travel and try to learn from the things which you are facing during your traveling period. Try to grab all the opportunities which are lying during that traveling period. So try to enjoy. Don't waste your trip by frustrating or by getting frustrated on some of the issues. So try to enjoy the things, because you have planned the holiday just for a fun. So why you are making the things complicated? So this is all for this session. So meeting with a new people is also a kind of challenge which you have to accept during your traveling time. So in this session we have learned that what are the things that we have to keep in mind if we are meeting the people for the first time. How should we start communication if we are meeting the people for the first time? So I am sure that after going through this session you are not afraid of meeting the new people, और ये thought आपके दिमाग में कभी नहीं आएगा कि अरे इससे तो मैं पहली बार मिल रहा हूँ, हाउ शुड आई स्टार्ट. So this session will prove to be helpful for you if you are meeting with the people for the first time, and if you are fond of meeting the new people, if you are fond of traveling or visiting new people, then you really enjoy this session. So I hope you like this session. Just be in a process of revision and making notes. We will meet in the next lecture. Till then, thank you class, and have a nice day. Stay happy and stay blessed. Take care.